Why? Oh. There we go. Alright, let's go for PvE. All right, it doesn't let you go PvE. It was all. All right, moving on left. Snap. Skin type doesn't matter. Head type doesn't matter. Faction, no bothered. Oh, I've got to choose one. Okay. It's already taken. What the fuck? Okay. Alright, here goes. Okie doke. Here we are in Ghost of Tabor on the PSVR2. Let's see how broken it is.
The tutorial level. Here we will comprehensively walk you through all the basics. First, we'll start with how to access your settings.
To open the menu, press the Options button.
That one?
The first thing you're going to want to do is calibrate your height.
The tutorial level. Here we will comprehensively walk you through all the basics. First, we'll start with how to access your settings.
To open the menu, press the Options button. The first thing you're going to want to do is calibrate your height. Simply select the automatic calibration option, and you can manually adjust from there. If you're playing seated, select the seated automatic calibration. Be sure to also calibrate your screen overlay. The screen overlay will help indicate the level of injury you have sustained, as well as the in-game compass. You can choose your dominant hand here, which will define pistol station.
Don't know.
Please pick up the pistol using the L1 or R1 button.
This one?
Then with your offhand, pick up a magazine with the L2 or R2 button. Insert the magazine into the pistol's mag well. Pull back the slide using the L2 or R2 button, then release. You have now chambered a round and the pistol is ready to fire.
You can't get your hand anywhere near
the
it.
Pistol with your dominant hand. Bring your offhand close to the pistol handle and the L1 or R1 button to two-hand the pistol. Aim the pistol at the targets by lining up the sights, and squeeze the L2 or R2 button to fire. Try to hit the targets. Continue firing until the magazine is empty.
That's really bad.
You'll notice the slide stop. In order to reload, press the circle button while holding the pistol to eject the magazine.
Ow, that's loud.
Place another magazine in. Press the circle button again to slide release and continue firing. Alternatively, you may replace the magazine before it is empty and simply continue firing.
This concludes the pistol station tutorial.
Okay. Let's go. What's this?
Full station.
Please pick up the rifle using the L1 or R1 button. Then with your offhand, pick up a magazine with the L2 or R2 button.
Keep knocking it. What?
Insert the magazine into the rifle's mag well. Pull back the charging handle using the L2 or R2 button, then release. You have now chambered around and the rifle is ready to fire. While still holding the rifle with your dominant hand, bring your offhand close to the
Why do I keep dropping it?
Use the L1 or R1 button in order to two-hand the rifle. Aim the rifle at the target by lining up the sights, and squeeze the L2 or R2
I'm holding the grip
to
button.
fire. To cycle between firing modes, press the cross or square button depending on your dominant hand while holding the rifle. Try to hit the targets. Continue firing until the magazine is empty. Depending on the rifle, in order to reload, press the circle button to eject the magazine while holding the rifle, or physically pull it out with the L2 or R2 button. Then place another magazine in the mag well. Again, depending on the rifle, either press the circle button to bolt release, or repeat the process of pulling back the charging handle and releasing.
What's this?
Your rifle is now reloaded and ready to fire.
Ah.
Alternatively, you may replace the magazine before it's empty and simply continue firing.
This concludes the rifle station tutorial.
Huh? Oh. So much for the silencer.
G station.
Please pick up the SMG using the L1 or R1 button. This is the MP5.
Why do I keep dropping it?
It deviates slightly in that a full magazine will not go into the mag well. First, you will have to pull the charging handle back with the L2 or R2 button and lock it in place. Then pick up a magazine with the L2 or R2 button and place it into the mag well. Now, you can release the charging handle with the L2 or R2 button, or simply hit or slap the charging handle with your offhand to release. Now you have chambered around and the SMG is ready to fire. While still holding the SMG with your dominant hand, bring your offhand close to the handguard and press the L1 or R1 button in order to two-hand the SMG. Bring the SMG at the target by lining up the sights, and squeeze the L2 or R2 button to fire. To cycle between firing modes, press the cross or square button.
Done that.
The sniper rifle station.
Please pick up the sniper rifle using the L1 or R1 button.
Alright.
Pick up the scope with the L1 or R1 button, and place it on the rail where you prefer. You may remove it by holding the L2 or R2 button, then the L1 or R1 button and repositioning it to your liking. Pick up a magazine with the L2
How'd you get it to go on?
button and place it in the sniper rifle mag well. Pull back the charging handle using the L2 or R2 button, then release. You have now chambered around and the sniper rifle is ready to fire. While still holding the sniper rifle with your dominant hand, bring your offhand close to the handguard and press the L1 or R1 button in order to two-hand the sniper rifle. Aim the rifle at the targets by looking through the scope, and squeeze the L2 or R2 button to fire. In order to adjust the zoom of the scope, use the L2 or R2 button to turn the scope's dial. Try to hit the targets.
How do I get the thing on?
Placed further up the hill for you to shoot. In order to reload, pull the magazine out with the L2 or R2 button, and simply repeat the process of loading the sniper rifle.
This concludes the sniper rifle station tutorial.
Well, it doesn't really. Still can't put on the fucking... How do you... Oh, fuck it. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Shotgun station. First, you're going to need to load your shotgun. Please pick up the ammo box with the L1 or R1 button. Then with your offhand, slide the tray out using the L1 or R1 button. From here, you can take the individual shells out of the box by holding the L2 or R2 button, then the L1 or R1 button. Or you can slide the tray out to expose the desired amount of ammo, Flip the box over the table and press the L2 or R2 button on the same hand to drop the amount of exposed ammo. Now pick up the individual shells with the L1 or R1 button and load them into the shotgun. Depending on the shotgun, pull back the charging handle with the L2 or R2 button.
It goes in there.
Or pump the forestock with your offhand. The shotgun is now ready to fire. You'll notice there is a spare round on the side of the shotgun. Hold the L2 or R2 button and then the L1 or R1 button to take it. If you so choose, make your way through the target course on your left.
Oh. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, wow. Stuck in the wall. Ah, this game. Oh, look at that, look. And people say this game isn't broken. What does that look like from the other side? Hey, there we go, look. Huh. Ghosts of Tabor. Oh, can't get through the door now. There we go. I don't need this full body rig. Just hands would have been good.
This is the loot station. You will find different loot boxes and crates that may contain weapons, armor, or ammo.
You can open these crates using the L1 or R1 button.
Okay.
Not all loot spots may be as obvious as ammo and weapon crates.
Be sure to check things such as desk drawers and lockers. Open them using the L1 or R1 button.
Can't hold on to them.
Consumables and storage station. Here we will go through how to manage, organize, and store consumables. We will proceed with the items on the table starting from left to right.
This is the reloader. It is used to create different types of ammo by using base materials.
Okay.
Pick up the brass container using L1 or R1 button. Now with your offhand, take the lid off using L2 or R2 button. Pour the brass into the brass receptacle on the reloader. You'll notice the brass meter start to fill up. Pick up the gunpowder with the L1 or R1 button. With your offhand, take the lid off with the L2 or R2 button. Pour the gunpowder into the gunpowder receptacle on the reloader. This particular gunpowder is used to create tracer rounds. Now input your selections on the reloader screen. For the purpose of this tutorial, select 5.56, tracer rounds, and a unit of 1. When ready, pull the handle on the left. You have now created a box of ammo. Next up is the mag loader.
What?
It is used to facilitate the reloading of magazines and ammo management. Pick up a magazine using the L2 or R2 button and place it into the dispenser. Pick up the ammo box with the L1 or R1 button. With your offhand, slide the tray out using L1 or R1 button. You can take individual rounds out of the box by holding L2 or R2 button, then L1 or R1 button. Or you can slide the tray out to expose the desired amount of ammo.
I can't remember what it said to choose.
Receptacle on the top, and press the L2 or R2 button on the same hand to drop the amount of exposed ammo. Now you can press the button to automatically reload the magazine. Once done, remove the magazine. But be careful not to press the button as remaining ammo will spill out. You can now place the ammo box into the dispenser and press the button again to fill the box. You have now successfully reloaded your magazine and managed your ammo. Next up are food consumables. Please pick up the water bottle with L1 or R1 button, and with your offhand pull off the lid with the L2 or R2 button. Then move the bottle up to your lips and tilt to drink. Next, pick up the can of energy drink with the L1 or R1 button. And
dude, you're just rambling.
With L2 or R2 button. Then move the can up to your lips and tilt to drink. Next, pick up the can of beans with L1 or R1 button, and with your offhand, pull off the lid with L2 or R2 button. Then, you can either use the spoon to bring the food up to your mouth, or simply bring the can up to your lips and tilt to eat straight out of the can. Next, pick up the chocolate bar with the L1 or R1 button, and with your offhand, pull the wrapper end off with the L2 or R2 button. Then move the bar up to your lips to take a bite. Now for storage. Please pick up the backpack with the L1 or R1 button, and you'll notice it opens up. Store items in the backpack by placing them in empty space. Then move the backpack to your torso and release. You have successfully stored an item to carry with you. To take the backpack off, use the L1 or R1 button at your torso. Now place the backpack on the hook you see on the wall by releasing. How much you are carrying on your person will affect your total weight, which will affect your movement speed and stamina drain. You can check your total weight.
the hand combat station. If you can get close enough.
Hey.
The
Right.
loadout station. Here, we will walk you through how to set up and customize your weapon, armor, and utility loadout on your person. We would suggest that you take the time to experiment and learn the characteristics of each weapon that you collect.
First, for the weapon loadout. Please pick up the rifle with the L1 or R1 button. Then pick up the optic sight with the L1 or R1 button, and place it on the rail where you prefer. Do the same for the laser sight. You may remove it by holding the L2 or R2 button, then press the L1 or R1 button, and reposition it to your liking. In order to activate the laser sight, while still holding the rifle with your dominant hand, bring your offhand close to the handguard and press the L1 or R1 button in order to two-hand the rifle. Now press the L2 or R2 button on your offhand to cycle through the laser sight's modes. Now with your offhand, pick up a magazine with the L2 or R2 button. Insert the magazine into the rifle's magwell. Pull back the charging handle using the L2 or R2 button, then release. You have now chambered a round and the rifle is ready to fire. In order to check how much ammo there is in the magazine, simply hold the magazine and shake it, and your controller will give you haptic feedback indicating the ammo level. 3 vibrations means that the magazine is between 2/3 to full capacity. 2 vibrations means that it's between 1/3 to 2/3 capacity. 1 vibration means it's below 1/3 capacity. And no haptic feedback means it's empty. Place the rifle on your chest weapon holster. Pick up the revolver on the table with the L1 or R1 button, and place it in your pistol holster on your hip.
What revolver? There's no revolver.
Now for your armor loadout. There is an array of pouches on the table. These are namely for magazines and utilities. Pick up a pouch with the L1 or R1 button, and place it on the armor found on the mannequin.
You can't get the controllers close together. You know?
Pick up grenades with the L1 or R1 button, or magazines with the L2 or R2 button, and place them in the appropriate pouches. Experiment with the layout and find something you prefer.
The loadout station. Here, we will walk you through how to set up and customize your weapon, armor, and utility loadout on your person. We would suggest that you take the time to experiment and learn the characteristics of each weapon that you collect.
Huh. Okay.
Extract.
What? Eh. Safe house. Okay. Dark loading screen. Okay, here I am. And it's been updated for Easter.
Please do not forget to store your armor and gear in the appropriate areas. Bunkers are no longer considered secure.
Right, scheduled day. Is this me? Location 1. Deployment, training. Deploy. I have got no weapons, no nothing. I have nothing. Everything is empty. Oh, I have stuff. Who's banging? Do I have a... I don't even have a backpack. I have nothing. Abort. What? Oh wow. Taking ages. Bunker cop. No, no bunker cop. Is PvE not available on the PlayStation version yet? Nobody. There's nobody playing this. Everybody's just done a quick review video and said it's shit, it's broken, don't buy it. Should have watched my Quest 3 version. Region, Chicago, Miami. So, prioritized. 45. Store, no, I'm not going to buy anything. Missile site. Wow, there's absolutely nobody playing this game. Trade room. Right. It's BROKEN. D N T. Don't buy. Oh. It's broken, don't buy. Because you can't get your hands together because the controllers keep walking off each other. You can't. What the fuck flash was that? You can't get your your sight up to your eye because you walk your headset. Hello, I'm outside. There's a riot shield. Don't want a riot shield. I want a helmet. Oh, don't want it. Don't see what the difference is. Hello, Papa 1, Papa 2. Is Papa 3 ready? Is it a gun? I need a gun. Here we go. Ah, here's a shitty little pistol with... Don't know how much ammo. Don't know how much ammo we have. What's this? A flare. Hello? Anybody about? Ah. Oh! I hear gunfire. Where did I see that now? On my watch. Okay, I'm 100%. Oh wait, another one. Ooh. Oh, okay, wrong side. Nope. Wait. Open. Oh. Aha! A shitty double barrel shotgun. And what the fuck is that? Nails. What do I do with nails? A handle for something. Handle for my shotgun? No. Don't have any ammo in this bad boy. Oh, I did have. Now I don't. Oh well. Fuck that. Okay, let's go. Let's go, Tabor ghosts. Let's see how this works, eh? Hello? Anybody playing? I hear somebody. There's a... Oh, there's ammo. It's got that invisible wall thing. How do I crouch down now? Sounds like he's just there. Oh. What did I do there? It's 12 gauge shotgun. No, that's not this one. A spoon! Unlucky. Give me this. Where the fuck do I add this? I don't. Who's this dude fucking... Hey man. There's a dude shooting somewhere. Does it show up on your compass? Not really. Ah, there we go, now I can crouch. Okay, I'm out of ammo now. I've got no other ammo, I'm fucked. Don't have a knife or anything. What's that? Oh, that's my mic. Hey, friendly! Friendly! Return to safe house. God, this loading time. Okay, so anyway, this has been a quick look at Ghost of Tabor on the PlayStation VR2. Out today. It is broken on the Quest 3, it's broken on the PC, it's broken on the PlayStation VR2. One thing about Combat Waffle is they're consistent. Release shit games on every system just to rip you off. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Well, you might not, because the whole YouTube thing. I'm just releasing just fodder, really, just to fill the 90 days until they sort out the issue. But anyway, thank you and goodbye.